Hey everybody, it's Dave Neal. Welcome back to my vlog channel. So close to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Enjoy this video. I do a Q&A answering some of your questions about life as a Bachelor Nation recapper, what got me into it, what I was doing before I started doing this on YouTube, and a little information about our old puppy there. He's doing just fine, huh, Bubba? Doing just fine. Come say hi to everybody. Anyway, do Boone a favor, hit that like button. And next week, I'll make a video with Boone's update, his trip to the vet, how he's doing after his big surgery. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Okay, stop and go traffic. Oh, don't vlog and drive. I'm not. I'm vlogging and sitting in park on the highway. It's Los Angeles. This is how it works. No big deal. Gonna go head to a couple open mics, and as I've showed before, open mics, no one ever shows content from an open mic because you're performing in front of 7 other people in the daytime or some weird place. But I like to show you guys the process. A couple new jokes I'm working out. My goal right now is to just be more free on stage and in life, but really on stage. I want to be free. I want to be up there and I want to do whatever my mind wants. So here's the moral of the story. Worry less about the set list and have fun playing the notes in between.
Come on! Do women get like a tax break if you say it's your birthday enough times? How does that work? Just a bunch of times. Yesterday you were saying my birthday's tomorrow. How many days do you get?
It'll be done probably after Friday.
You get 3 weeks, you know it. 3 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, when you're 20s you get a month. 30s plus 3 weeks. That sounds about right? Something like, I don't know. Okay, all right. I want equality. I want to be able to tell my guys it's my birthday and they're not calling me a or something. You know what I mean? I want equality. I want equality across the board. I get so jealous at women that get to say they're going out with their girlfriends. I hate that. I just want to go with my boyfriends and do comedy. That's all I want to do. I can't do that. I go with my boyfriends to Fourth. I want to just try that out one day. One day we'll get there. Boyfriends, we'll get there. We can't do that to ourselves. We don't let ourselves have that. You know what's funny? You mentioned Irish step dancing. And I'm from Rhode Island, which is like the home of Irish immigrants and this and that. Also from Cork County. That's where they're all from. They all came to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And here's what I wanted to do: Irish step dancing growing up. I wanted that to be like my profession. For the only reason that in 4th grade they came to my school to do a conference. Like that's the only. You're so manipulated when you're in 4th grade. Like, if there's a yo-yo conference, you're a yo-yoer now. That's just what you do. So this is what I learned. I want to tell you guys about this, about Irish step dancing. I don't know if you guys know this. You can't move your upper body or you get penalized. Did you guys know that? This is Irish guilt. This is what they do. If you move your upper body or, boyfriend, if you smile, you lose points. So you just need to... Now try to have the time of your life as a 7-year-old and not smile. And everyone's like, what's the deal? Why do they dance like that? And there's several theories, one of which is that back in the day in Ireland, you weren't allowed to party or have fun. It was like the footloose era of Ireland. So the priests would walk around the town, and you had these tiny little hut homes with little windows, so they could only see from the waist up, which I thought was hilarious, that a priest like looking through, and everyone's like, what's going on? Nothing in there, and then the inside they're like, yeah, good shit. I don't think for that much, but that's what it is.
That mic was fun. I had fun doing that mic. That wasn't bad. You know, it's hit or miss. Probably 50% of the time they suck. You get nothing out of it. You know, all you're trying to do is tell a joke on stage and get a read from the audience. It doesn't have to be an applause break, which is when everyone claps. It doesn't have to be that. You just have to be like, is this something funny? You know, it's one of the only art forms that you got to, try it out in front of live, real people. And, stage time is so tight that you don't want to do that at real shows. You want to throw away all the, will this work type of jokes, in front of a smaller crowd, a smaller sample size. Well, today I'm going to do a Q&A. I've never done one of these before, so I'm going to answer some of your questions. What do you want to know? All right, so I asked people on Instagram to ask me questions. Let's read those questions. Let's zoom it in there. I'm gonna have a White Claw, not a sponsor. If they want to become one, hit your boy up. All right. Tulo said, would you ever, like in another life, have you ever considered being the Bachelor? Well, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't do it if I were single in another life, but I'm also very glad I've lived a proper life of anonymity. So I feel like the Bachelor comes with other challenges, you know what I mean? What got you hooked on watching The Bachelor? I don't know. It's good drama. You know, Tasha's right off camera here. She'll yell at the TV once in a while. How many shows are out there that make you yell at the TV? You know, there's something iconic about it. And it's one of the only shows that you still have to watch kind of live or same day, you know, because everyone's going to be talking about it. If not for the pandemic, do you think you would have quit the other side jobs to focus on YouTube? I'd like to say yes, but is there a world where the pandemic doesn't hit and I'm still working my side jobs? 1,000%, which is scary, but the rule or the lesson to be learned is that leap in the net will appear. And while I wish I sort of quit my side jobs to pursue, more content on YouTube earlier, you got to know when to punch out of the cocoon. And I was crammed. The pandemic hit. It was the perfect time to punch out of the cocoon. I'll tell you what, though. I knew if I didn't make moves during the pandemic, I would have highly regretted myself for not kind of taking that leap. How you and Tasha met. We get to ask this all the time. We met on a TV show in New York City. It's really not that interesting. We were both doing a Mildred Pierce. It's a period piece movie, like miniseries that Kate Winslet did, and we had to dress up in like 1920s clothes. I'll drop a photo of us right here. This was the day we met. So that was that. Tasha wanted to go home early because it was too hot and humid, and she was in a bad mood. And if you hear her version of the story, it's a little different. You should do a behind the scenes on YouTube of your equipment setup and all the things. Yeah, I'd love to do that. The problem is every week I buy new stuff. I'm consistently building out my set. The green screen's getting bigger. I'm adding more lights, new monitors, this and that. But I'll make sure you guys get a full behind the scenes. It's pretty nerdy when it comes down to it. Boy, this black cherry is no lie. How do you record so many videos, plus the ones for Tasha's YouTube? Let me tell you something. When I encouraged Tasha to get her YouTube going, I did not think I was going to have to do as much work as is required. She's looking at me. Am I not wrong? Do you want to join this? Tasha she's at 1.8 thousand watch hours in the last 9 days. She needs to hit 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. And her channel's doing really good, thanks to you guys. Tasha's YouTube channel is growing way faster than this vlog channel. And I'm very happy for her. Where's the weirdest place you've had sex? Brianna wants to know. It's a tough one to answer with Tasha sitting 4 feet away from me. The weirdest place I've had sex Tasha's what? Is that's a boring answer. I'm not gonna say any answers that don't involve places that involve Tasha, you know what I mean? I feel like she'd be like, what were you doing at a Taco Bell at 3 a.m.? And then every time we go to a Taco Bell, hey, you sure you don't want to go in that? You know, whatever. No, I've never had sex in a Taco Bell parking lot. That was the example. How does Tasha feel about you making jokes about her age during stand-up? I don't know. Will you answer this one? Can I swing you? How do you feel about me making jokes about your age? You heard me make about your age for like the first time last week. Did it bother you? It wasn't the first time? Did it bother you? If it pays the bills? The key to... It's not paying any bills? Well, donate, guys. Oh, that's so mean. It's... Babe.
You made fun of me and now you've turned it around.
Yeah, I got jockey. In a relationship, you have to jockey yourself to play the victim. I think if you can make a joke funny, like she's, making fun of her age is funny because I'm older than her. You know what I mean? Like, it's something I'm more so making fun. The joke you're referring to is
No, we're happy. We're happy. It was like, Dave, how did you convince her to say yes? All my comedy friends just pieces of shit. Dave, what did you do? How did you convince her? I was like, I just waited till she was 32. Oh, ladies, come on, it's all right. You've got 5 or 6 more months. You'll be fine.
The joke is more about like the ridiculous standards. Like, it's not like I waited till she was 50. It's like she's 32. That's young, but in the world of Los Angeles, it gets a laugh. Can you tell us Boone's life story? Well, let's do a different Boone Q&A, okay? I'll do a different one with Boone because it's Tasha got him when he was a puppy. He lived in New York City. Now he lives in Los Angeles. He's living life. He's sleeping behind me. What is your favorite food apart from pizza? Oh, that's a good question. You know what? We just went to lasagna on Friday. I'm sorry. We just went to get Italian on Friday, and I got lasagna. So I'd have to say lasagna. Lasagnas, I love cheese. I love carbs, pasta, and all that. So lasagna kind of does it all for me. When the Hurricane Sandy hit in New York City, I made lasagna, and it lasted for like a week and a half, which was amazing. I love lasagna because it's heavy. I like heavy food. Meatballs, lasagna. What's some more food that I love? I like steak, but I really feel like if I'm having like comfort food, it's lasagna. And we love this Italian place we went to Friday night. Tasha's making me take her again this Friday. Were you always comfortable with being on camera? It comes and goes. It comes and goes. You have to be in a good mood. You have to have good vibes. So when I'm doing my own stuff, when I have like set the parameters for what I want to record and how I want to do all that, I think that's easy to be yourself. So like being comfortable on camera, it's like being comfortable in an interview or being comfortable in situations that might not seem normal. Do as much as you can to create an environment that is good for you. So if I had Tasha and I have talked about this. I'm going to go wide here. Tasha and I have talked about this. If and when the YouTube gets to a certain level that can afford for us to really put some capital into this thing, I'm talking getting a farm, having a barn that's got a stage and lighting, and have a fun bar, have the whole house preset. I was telling Tasha this morning. With the right amount of following, my green screen could be out by a pool somewhere, and it doesn't have to be a green screen. I could literally recreate the Bachelor in Paradise bar for when I want to recap The Bachelor. You know what I mean? It's all about creating the vibes and the energy that makes you feel like you're having fun. And with stand-up comedy, I get more anxious when I'm performing at a new venue because it's like your first day at school. It's your first day at camp. You get that anxiety. You're like, which way to the stage? Where's the bathroom? You don't have all the aspects of control under you. So with podcasting or doing recaps, you do whatever you can to get yourself into a vibe. There's plenty of times if I'm not feeling the right mood, I'll put a good song on and blast it before I talk to people because my energy, how I'm thinking, is picked up by you guys way more than anyone can even understand. Intuition is so big. So, you just try to talk through the camera, just straight through it, which isn't easy. Doing a solo podcast, sometimes it's you gotta be sort of mental to want to talk by yourself for that much, What is your favorite hobby when not working? Usually taking care of whatever Tasha needs. That's my hobby, is keeping her happy. It's like coal, you need to shovel it into the furnace to keep the train moving. I like baseball, though I haven't played in forever. Pandemic kind of stopped that. Other hobbies, I think stand-up's a hobby. It's a creative expression. There's always that thought of what do you do for fun when you're not working? And I love what I do, so it's so cheesy to say, but I actually enjoy ranting and raving and doing all that stuff. I do love, when I'm cooking, I love to put a YouTube show on and watch some content while I cook. I love doing weird stuff like dicing garlic. I love peeling garlic, I love, tonight we're going to go, we're just going to stir fry a bunch of vegetables. And I love I love the act of doing things that are very mechanical and that can free your mind. So that's a good example. I love to go on nice long runs. There's a park nearby where I go to do dips and chin-ups. I haven't been to the gym since before the pandemic. How have you come up with a plan to protect your car battery? Yeah, since the car battery was stolen for the 4th time, I take it out of my car every time and I put it in the trunk. And because they're not breaking into my car, they're just breaking into the hood compartment. So How did you meet Tasha? Got that one. Favorite thing about Tasha? Also, how is Manger Boone doing? Boone's doing great. He's got his stitches out, a little crusty. We'll do a full vlog on Boone's recovery. He's still not allowed to run and jump. Luckily, he's pretty lazy. Favorite thing about Tasha? I love Tasha's love for travel and food. You know what I mean? Like, we get to visit places and eat a bunch of food. Nothing gets her more in the mood. Nothing brings more joy to Tasha than mentioning, like, we're gonna go get some pasta tonight, or like, we're gonna go out and get Thai food. Oh, you wanna go to the beach and then go get Chinese? Nothing brings more joy to Tasha. How are you handling the big growth of your channel? Looking to hire someone to help? I'm not looking to hire anyone yet. It's been 5 months or so where things have really picked up, and I'd like to see about a year's trend to know kind of, where I average and all that. So, but I look like such a chump dressed with the... Anyway, it's too late to change it. I never take advantage of sitting outside, by the way. It's very nice. So how am I handling the big growth? I'm trying to be more impeccable with my opinions when I share them online. I'm trying to think more before I speak. And it doesn't mean, like, by any way, like, censoring myself. Just I'm trying to see more of, like, all sides of the story, what people, and truly how I, like, can forge opinions about things. Because I don't fear sharing my opinions, but I do fear not being concise and very specific about them. So, but how am I handling? I'm also trying to limit how many people I respond to. I used to take a lot of pride in responding to every comment, but if I respond to every comment, I literally can't create any new content. So I'm trying to limit it to, like, a couple minutes after I post a video and just randomly throughout the day. And I'll tell you what, though, I mean, it's a lot of people have written in and said, oh my gosh, you've created this crazy community. And it's like, I'm just hit the live button, and all the people that come in and hang out with us, they share their stories, their motivations, they bring me energy. And like, that's how it kind of is when you perform on stage. The comic has to bring some jokes, but the audience gives them energy, and it makes everything better. And it's that way when I kind of do the live streams and talk to you guys. If I was performing in front of an empty room, I wouldn't be making all this content. But because people keep on showing up, I can treat it like it's a job every day. And that's the truth too, is that I decided in January, I was like, that was part of my New Year's resolution. Let's not wait for news to break. Let's make content every day and assume people are going to show up. And then everyone started to realize, if I turn my YouTube on, there's going to be 2 to 4 new videos every single day, and then people can watch it on their own time and do whatever they want with it. But by giving them the confidence, and by giving you guys the confidence that I'm going to have content up every day, it's made my watch time go through the roof. Alrighty. When will you come do comedy in New York? Honestly, I don't have any plans yet, but when I do make it to New York, you'll be the first to know. And I think we'll have a big Bachelor meetup. There's a ton of people in New York. Pilot Pete told me he was going to come to a stand-up show when I'm in New York. So there it is, folks. If you come see me perform stand-up in New York, I guarantee Pilot Pete will be there. We'll see if I'm nice to him. How did you and Tasha meet? Another one. Well, everyone wants to know how we met. Here's a fun one to end on. This is called Boink, Marry, Kill. I'm going to call it Boink, Marry, Kill for the YouTube algorithm. Tyler Cameron, Zach Clark, Greg Grippo. Let me tell you something. I've never been so precise in how I'm going to answer this. I would boink Tyler Cameron, marry Zach Clark, and kill Greg Grippo. Sorry, Greg, you seem like a fantastic guy, but Zach's my ride or die, and Tyler's got an 8-pack. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for asking these questions, and we'll do this again next time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
You guys might be my favorite couple that does comedy together because you don't even sit near each other. That's the key to a happy marriage. It's just socially distanced at all times. That's the key. My fiance and I got a sectional couch. We've never been happier. Her love language is me not making eye contact with her. That's because if you guys sat next to each other, you'd start talking shit about people, right? That's what you do in relationships. That's all you have is you just roast other people with each other. I get no greater pleasure than when my fiance Tasha comes home and wants to talk shit about all of her friends. I'm like, I'm on board. Yeah, what's up with Janet? You know what I mean?